Hello, everyone. Welcome back to, I guess, the second edition of the first edition of the Gridiron Fantasy Challenge. We don't have a name for it. We are working on a name for it. I don't think anyone cares if we have a name for it. I do. I care whether or not we actually have a good name for this. I prefer to have a fun name for it. Obviously, the March Madness one is called the Pool of Consequence. Last year, we tried Picks of Destiny for the Pick'em, but we threw away the Pick'em, and now we're doing Gridiron Fantasy, which makes more sense for Gridiron Madness, but we don't really have a name for it yet. So, until then, we are just going to call it the Gridiron Madness Fantasy? Ultimate Fantasy? Is that what we're calling it? I don't really know, but we're gonna get a name for it soon. Wow, this is the worst intro I've ever done. Some of you may have noticed I once again have my beard going for No Shave September, trying to raise awareness for prostate cancer research. We're probably going to have a link in both the email as well as below this video in the description to one of the great organizations. So if you feel like donating, please do. I encourage it. One of the great things that we can do is raise awareness and maybe even fundraise for some of these organizations, kind of offset the degenerate gambling that you probably aren't doing. I know you guys are all law-abiding citizens. But I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of the beard this year. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of really like it. It's kind of taking on a personality of its own. I might just keep it on through the rest of the football season. I mean, you have Oktoberfest, Novembeard, and of course, Christmas Mustache. Oh, I would not want him to visit me once a year. Okay, enough about me. Let's get to the pool. It's not a pool, it's a fantasy. Well, it's a fantasy pool. Fantasy pool sounds like a very different thing. In first place is Wesley D, or We So Laid. I don't know which one it is, so I'm gonna guess We So Laid. So, We So Laid indeed. First place, well done, you're doing very well. In second place, we have Boner in Sweatpants, which never gets old. Don't ever leave my pool because I just love saying that sounds, censor bar. Okay. In third place is Sky High 3. So well done to the top three. We So Laid, Boner in Sweatpants, and Sky High 3. You guys are doing great so far. I'm middling. I'm like 15. I am on your tail. Don't worry. I am saving some of my great guys. I think you guys are, you know, blowing your wad a little early. I hope. Otherwise, I'm screwed because I've got quite a distance to cover. Some great picks so far. In the first week, actually, 4 of you picked Le'Veon Bell, who scored 36 points and led the week in scoring. So good job to the 4 of you, whoever you are. And in the second week, we had 10 people pick, well, 2 guys. So 5 of you picked Jordy Nelson, and 5 of us picked Giovanni Bernard, both of whom scored 35 points in week 2. Yes, 5 of us, because this guy got that one right. So suck it. But I'm still in 15th place, so I don't have too much to hang my hat on? That's a weird... Honestly, everyone is doing great so far. Things that we're looking at doing, we're probably going to do the same thing like we did last season, in which when you win a month, that is a payout. We have 39 paid people in the pool this year. And so there's a couple of you who haven't paid yet, but I know you guys you've talked to me, you're going to be getting it in, so make sure you pay if you're one of those 3 or 4 people. And I think we're going to pay out, so weeks 1 through 4, we're going to call that September. Weeks 5 through, I think 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 5 through 8 are going to be October, and then so on for November. I think it's December is going to include week 17, so it's going to be that whole thing. In the next video, or possibly in the next email, we're going to lay out for you guys how we plan on doing the off season. Until then, keep doing what you're doing. Set your lineup every week. Don't forget those Thursday games. They haven't been as low scoring as I think we've all been expecting them to be. And yeah, good luck to all of you involved. I hope you all lose to me. Just beat my dad. All I ever ask from all of you, just beat my dad. But not so badly they have to convene a grand jury. Okay, that's it.